I like your shirt.
Oh, thank you so much.
Are you slimming down?
Oh yeah, I'm working. It's not deliberate. It's the economy. uh,
Blame it on the economy.
yeah, the things I used to do, I do them no more.
Could you taught us a word today? Efiti.
Mhm.
I realized that thinking about it, it must be a Ghana word.
Well,
It's a Ghana word.
Origin.
It's a Ghana word that in we pronounce it Efiti.
oh,
Right on point. Efiti.
Efiti.
Ewo uncle find me efiti.
Go with you. What's I mean?
Sami Odame just walked in and we are directing him to the microphone.
yeah.
He says, talk about the food. Talk about the food. I said, Sami, come and talk into the microphone.
No, Sammy won't talk about. Sammy won't come to the microphone.
You know he loves kinky, so
I know what will bring him to the microphone one of these days.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, his wife's birthday. Maybe let me remind listeners that my play, Take Me to the Moon, is on this weekend. We can't wait to show it to people. One of our, in fact, our most significant play to date. Take Me to the Moon, and I hope you'll be able to join us this weekend.
I'll come on Saturday.
Oh, great!
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday, and then next weekend as well. Let's see. All the details will be on this network after my presentation. Maybe I used to travel all over southern Ghana on a monthly basis. I was working as a marketing and sales manager, and I drove myself. I covered Volta, Central, Western, Eastern, and Ashanti regions at least once a month. That was a lot of traveling and a lot of driving. I picked a lot of lessons driving to and from these regions. This morning, I want to share a few of those lessons with you. Here we go. Lesson number 1. Travel at your own pace. Don't chase anyone. There is a phenomenon that I found on the road. I found that there were drivers whose speed was always dictated by the speed of other drivers. Those are the drivers who, as you try to overtake them, will suddenly increase their speed and race you. And if you succeed in overtaking them, they will give you a chase to overtake you too. Side drivers act as if they are in competition with other drivers and often put themselves and their passengers in harm's way. Safety on the road comes from committing to travel at your own pace. If someone overtakes you, let him go, because you don't know why he is in such a rush, and 2, you do not know the capacity of the other driver and his car and how much he knows of the road. And just as it is with driving, so it is with life. Travel at your own pace. Don't chase anyone. Don't compare yourself with anyone. You are not in competition with anyone. Live your own life. Lesson number 2. Enjoy the drive. Enjoy the journey. I enjoy driving because I enjoy taking in the sceneries and sights along the way. Unfortunately, there are those who only focus on their destination and miss everything along the way. Life is not just about getting to your destination, although you must never compromise on that. Life is also about the journey to the destination. So, taking the forest scenery along the way, taking the towns and villages you are traveling through. Don't just zoom past with your windows up and your music blasting. In other words, don't miss the fun of being on the road, and don't miss the fun of living. For instance, you went to school to study to pass your exams. Don't compromise on that. But school should also afford you the opportunity to make friends, to network, to pick up some sports, and to have a bit of fun. Don't miss out on these either. In the end, life is all about getting a good balance without losing your ultimate goal. Lesson number 3. You cannot travel at a constant speed all the time. Sometimes you'll get a chance to travel fast. Other times you'll have to crawl along. In the early days, my wife would make me promise that I would not go beyond a certain speed, and once we agreed on the speed, I stayed within it. It was normally 80 kilometers per hour, or whatever speed was indicated on the road signs. Now, this is what I noticed. There was no day that I was able to travel at that constant speed. There was always an articulator or a truck to slow you down, sometimes for miles. Or there was a rough patch of road and we had to slow down. And that is also true of life. There are phases of your life that you can travel at any pace you want, but there are also times when your speed is dictated by circumstances beyond your control. Just be flexible in life. If you are not, and you insist on your constant speed regardless of what else is before you or is happening around you, you may never be able to get to your destination safely and in one piece. Lesson number 4. Read the road signs and observe them. They are meant to protect you and others. Not too long ago, one of my sons gave me a lift in his car. We got to one of those junctions where it was not clear which was the main road and which driver had to give way to the other. But I noticed that there was a road sign as we got to the junction telling us to stop. My son did not stop, and we almost ran into the driver from the adjacent road. My son was angry at the other driver, but I said to him, "It was your fault. You should have given way to him." He said, "No, we are on the major road and he should have stopped for us." I said, "Did you not see the sign that said we should stop for him?" He had not. In fact, it was only then that he noticed the sign. He said, "I've been using this road for years, but I have never noticed that sign." I said to him, "Never miss the road signs. They can make all the difference between arriving safely and having an accident." It is unfortunate that a lot of drivers do not look out for the road signs and end up in avoidable accidents. A good driver always looks out for those signs and obeys them. And just as it is for driving, so it is with life. In life, there are road signs, and it pays to know them and observe them. They may make all the difference between living a good life or making a mess of your life. Lesson number 5. Take good care of your car, and it will take good care of you. I have been driving since 1983, and I have discovered that although there are good cars and not so good cars, in the end, it all depends on how well you maintain your car. Even the most reliable and well-engineered car can let you down if you do not take its maintenance seriously. And that is also true of life. Take good care of your health, and it will serve you well. Take good care of your relationships, and those relationships will bring you joy and love. But mess up with your responsibilities to your relationship, and it does not matter whether your partner is an angel or not, the relationship will not serve you well at all. Lesson number 6. You may be able to move a car, but that does not make you a driver. It is unfortunate that we call anyone who can move a car driver. The truth is that it is more to be a driver than move it. There are many people moving vehicles around who are no drivers. You are not a driver if you do not know what road signs mean or you ignore them. You are no driver if you do not know or observe traffic regulations. A driver does not only move a vehicle, but is concerned about safety, his own safety and the safety of other road users. A driver understands the capacity of his vehicle and operates within the limits of that capacity. A driver does not endanger people's lives with his recklessness and disregard for traffic regulations. And a driver makes sure that his vehicle is well maintained and is in good shape all the time. A driver has mastery over his vehicle. So it is not everyone who sits behind the steering wheel and moves a car who is a driver. And just as we use the title driver for anyone sitting behind the steering wheel, so do we have the tendency of giving titles and names to people who do not deserve them. For instance, we call a bookkeeper an accountant. We call every adult male a man. We call every politician statesman. We call everyone wearing clerical collar a pastor. We call everyone in the media journalist. We call every woman with a child mother, and every male with a child father. We call some males husbands who are no husbands, and some females wives who are no wives. It is time we made people earn their names and titles to reflect fully what that title and name stands for. And Mama V, that is my presentation for this morning. The lessons I picked driving on our roads.
That's like our drive safe tips on the Super Morning Show. So this is an extended, a very detailed one. Drive at your own pace. It's not a race.
It is not. Life is not a race.
Yeah.
And if you make it a race, you will stress yourself out.
I've got something for you though.
Okay, all right.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
This is Bukom. Oh, but Uncle Ibo, thank you so much. When I opened it, oh my God. Listen, you won't be able to share, but I'll share with you on Facebook in a little bit. When I opened Kweku Super Pra.
Yes.
So thank you.
You're
really,
welcome.
Thank you
and
so
that
much.
is just my way of saying I value this team and I value the fact that I'm part of this team.
Thank
And
you.
the team even got richer since you joined us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Uncle Ibo. Uncle Ibo, this means so much
Are you
because
blushing,
often
Mama
would. Yeah, I am.
Take
You
off your mask,
often
let's
won't
see.
be in the studio physically, but you did this for me, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome.
God
And
bless
have a
you.
fantastic week.
Wish you same.
And take me to the moon this weekend.
I am taking you to the moon, Uncle Ibo White,
Take
on
me to the moon.
Saturday. So it's happening Saturday 26th and the 27th of March. 2nd and 3rd of April 2022 as well, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day. As the Roverman Productions in partnership with the National Theatre and Joy FM presenting the original Ibo White thriller, Take Me to the Moon. What is your biggest dream? The one that scares you even thinking about it? And what if pursuing that dream could cost you the love of your life? So Take Me to the Moon shows how we can all go for our dreams whilst fighting for love. And showing this weekend, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day. Rate is only 100 Ghana cedis. Ticket can be bought by dialing star 713 star 5 star 5 hash. Star 713 star 5 star 5 hash. And simply follow the prompts or from the usual outlets. Special ticket offers are available for corporate purchases. For inquiries or orders, call 050-554-6010. You can send a WhatsApp to 050-554-6010.